everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, place of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, where we are honestly doing pretty well, sticking to brass tacks. We got Fire Mind and Remote Detonator. It's like the title writes itself. This one should be called, oh geez, I don't know, this could possibly be something to do with explosives, I guess. GARD12FB, bad rate of fire, decent damage, good speed. So, and great HP actually. So, all in all, this run is not really well equipped here. You know what? Or it's not poorly equipped, but it's got a lot of room to grow. Let's look at Data Miner in Isaac and figure out what the heck this item does. For the current room, rotates every enemy 90 degrees and moves its sprite up and to the left. Enemy hitboxes remain the same. Increases one of Isaac's stats and decreases another by a small amount, and adds random tier effects for the current room. So this basically sounds horrible, but sure, let's do it. Why not, right? So we're gonna grab this, we're gonna come over here, and then, alright, well that's extremely confusing, but help. Yeah, no, I hate this. I don't like that at all. It's one of the, I don't know what to say except that it made me like a little nauseous when I did it. But it gives you, is the stat upgrade permanent? Because if the stat upgrade is permanent, then I might consider using this long term. It seems like it gives you a mild stat decrease and a decent stat increase. So the punishment is that I can't tell what the fuck's happening on a room, and it kind of makes my brain feel like it's broken. But the benefit could outweigh the cost, or maybe not. But you know, let's see, let's find out. Ah, thank God he died before I walked in there. We do have a few positives on this run. I mean, sure, Firemind lets us bat above our weight class for sure, and 2.7 luck is excellent. We need to up our rate of fire. Ah! We need to up our rate of fire here, though. It's like the shots are doing okay, but they'd be doing better if we could actually... Oh, my lord. If we could actually land more than, like, one every 45 minutes. Pretty fly. Emperor card. So what do you do with that? I think it's pretty easy. Well, you know what? Why not just use it there? We got a damage downgrade and a luck upgrade. Oh, and they're proportional. So basically, we're looking to get rid of this item as soon as possible. No offense. No offense, man. Our rate of fire is now horrendous, and our damage is worse than when it started, but our luck is amazing. So what the fuck do you do? Well, step one is you pray to whatever you believe in that we don't fight a Ragman or a Ragman champion. And then you thank that same higher power that we do have A, a bomb, and B, Fire Mine. The next thing you do is never use Data Miner again. Get these guys to run through as much fire as is conceivable. And then we use the Emperor card on the next floor to get a deal with the devil ASAP. Wow, this is... I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Yet here we are. One more time, thank you. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all right. Start the dancing. This is not. It's like Clicker. I don't see the purpose of using this except as a joke, which is fine. You know, there's room in this life for jokes. This is actually an okay boss for us to fight, despite the fact that he's a little annoying. He also can hit himself with bombs. Not to mention, like, if we hit him with a Fire Mine explosion, that's not too bad. But, if he hits himself with bombs, he can take off like a third of his HP per bomb. So, we've almost got him there, if he can just hit himself. But we really, really need this deal with the devil to be, like, half decent. Good lord, Data Miner. Why? The troll items, are there not enough? Maybe I'm missing something and Data Miner is more than just a joke, but I did, for once, did my due diligence. Okay, our rate of fire has greatly increased. which is awesome. Our, I mean, we're closer to the Guppy transformation now. Our damage is still horrible, but Torn Photo is a good pickup. We're at much lower than average starting damage, and our fire rate is only slightly worse. But in compensation, hey, 3.7 luck. We're always talking about how important luck is, and, well, I guess this is like time to put your money where your mouth is. So, you might be saying, just roll the dice. Just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. And some will hold or they will just refuse. The point is, if I roll the dice one more time on Data Miner here, sure, we could get, you know, a damage upgrade or a rate of fire increase. That could come with a proportional decrease in exactly the same spectrum. Like if we get a damage up, we could get a tears down. That doesn't really help us. Or we could get like a range upgrade and a damage downgrade. Or a tears downgrade, which would be terrible. So I really think we gave this item 2 fair shakes and it fucked us. See you next time. Came out like a little needlessly bitter. Like I'm always open to trying a spacebar item, you know? I'm just a little disappointed. So many of the items recently, like, they're just trolls. And they don't actually provide, like, a meaningful avenue. Like soy milk is a troll item, but it's a troll item that actually has some upside. I don't know if I can say the same thing for Data Miner here, but it is early, you know, I've only used it 2 times in my entire life, and maybe I got disproportionately, you know, unlucky rolls. It's conceivable, but I'm not sure if that's actually valid. Bomb bag is certainly not what we're looking for, but could be worthwhile in the future here. And really, I mean, I will pay anything to get out of this situation. So, like, I will blow up our donation machine. Too sweet. I'm gonna buy the battery, and I'm gonna buy the Spirit Heart. I'm gonna try the pill. It's a paralysis. I'm not even mad about it, because it could have been a tears upgrade. So why buy the battery if we don't like our spacebar item? Well, I'm hoping that one day that could change. A 7-cent battery is a pretty solid pickup. Magic Mush, Magic Mush. Oh. 7-cent battery is a pretty solid pickup. If only we can, you know, have something we actually like occupying that space on the map right now. But this run is still like worse than where it started, which is never where you want to be after 2 floors, especially when you did get like a deal with the devil. That was, you know, it's basically compulsory if you want to have a good chance to win. Please stay out of here. In many cases, at least. But we're not totally screwed. We're not in a good spot, don't get me wrong. And, you know, the floors in Isaac, the thing is they tend to get a little harder floor over floor. So, I would really, really like to improve ourselves as quickly as possible, because this is just a fucking joke right now. Lucky us. Lucky us. That's pretty good. But man, this is, it's a tight spot right now. We're really going to want to pick up... I mean, there's got to be some way we beat the odds, basically, at this point. One way we can beat the odds, as much as I hate to admit it, is to use Data Miner. And if desperate times truly come up, where it seems like we're probably going to die, then that might be something we'll consider, but it's certainly not high on my list. Another way we could beat the odds, get a deal with the devil on this floor, despite having a relatively low percentage chance to do it. Another way we could beat the odds, get an item room that gives us, like, an unbelievably good item. Even a mom's knife at low damage is fine. Another way we could beat the odds? Red chest guppy transformation as soon as possible. I mean, it'd be one of the rare situations in which a guppy... oh my god, dude. In which a guppy transformation is not like an instant win, but... It could happen regardless. I'm going to open golden chests here. I think it's pretty valuable. I'm just going to use AWAS right off the bat. Kind of hoping that it led to something better than that, but... I will say that because of the battery and because of the battery charges on the ground, I'm actually a little tempted to use Data Miner. And let me explain my reasoning. with only one play, you're really disproportionately at the whim of variance, I think. With 2 plays, it doesn't have your risk, but it does lower your risk, I think. Because if you get a good reroll, you don't have to play again. If you get a bad reroll, you can choose to play again and hopefully negate the effects of the bad reroll. Now, admittedly, they could, the bad effects could duplicate, and that would be terrible for you. But I think that you have the opportunity to, at least to some extent, to hedge your bets. So I think we blow this guy up. And then I was going to say buy a Spirit Heart, but that's not conceivable, sadly. So we'll be moving on. Goodbye, stranger. It's been nice. Hope you find your... You get the idea. Just stand still. We got Mom's Razor from our item room. Sure. I would describe this as a decent item in search of a better home right now. I think we've actually managed to stand up to this floor relatively well. We have taken damage, and we've certainly fucked up our deal with the Devil Chance, but I think that's kind of to be expected with our present situation. So what do we do here? Beat the odds. We don't really have control over that insofar as, you know, we can't give ourselves a better chance to deal with the devil without doing anything except taking damage. So, Big Horn actually... Good God. Post-nerf doesn't bother me that much. Was that... Did I don't know what happened. I don't know where I took damage there. I will say Big Horn's eating it. That is pretty bad. The bombs exploded so quickly. What the hell? Oh, he's dead. Little Horn is the only one left. Okay, we need to go back and get HP. I really didn't expect that this fight would be that terrible. But it was. Damage is so bad, dude. Okay. Safety pin. It's actually decent, so I think I'm going to try to do this. And we're, I think, very, very lucky to be fighting a boss who is extremely predictable. Of course, like, the more explosions, the merrier. Get these fires in here to do some, like, progressive and cumulative damage, but we really want to keep the flies away from us, because the flies can lead to a little despair. You know, if they get... Exactly what I was just going to suggest. If they get too close to us, they could explode in our face, and... You know, the explosion range on Fire Mine is apparently about 15 times larger than I thought it was. So, the good news is, since we had that black heart, we haven't compromised our deal with the Devil Chance any further than we already had earlier on this run. So, what are we looking for? Well, basically to get a 1 in 9 chance here. I'm going to pick 3 out of 9 as my number. Let's see how lucky we get here. Come on. Okay. We get Dad's Lost Coin. How do I feel about that? Normally, I'm relatively for it. Oftentimes I get this and I go, oh, what a pleasant surprise. This time, not really feeling that same pull, to be honest with you. Magic Mush and Small Rock. No, okay, 2 Spirit Hearts. We'll save those for the next floor. We really have barely improved ourselves in the relevant areas on this run. On this floor, I should say. And that's fucked. Like, that's so bad. You know you're in trouble when I'm contemplating dealing, like, as much damage as possible via Mom's Razor. But we'll see. Okay, that was not what I meant to do, but in the end it did turn out. Mysterious Liquid is at least okay, and we're starting to pull ourselves back from the brink maybe a little bit here. Could this be a secret room? It is a secret room. Inside of our secret room, 2 more bombs. Blow this guy up. Hey, there's our nickel. And then there was something on the shop. Was there not a reroll machine? Maybe we're trying to reroll into, like, Red Candle. Red Candle gives us an out. I hope that this can be... There is a reroll machine. Okay. Red candle, blue candle. Red candle, blue candle. Mom's key. It's like really good, but I think we need to go a little more aggro here. I mean, a 7-cent stopwatch is also great. Sure. You know what? Take restock. I think it's good enough. And then what else are we buying here? I mean, we're not going to see an arcade, so I kind of think you just, like, okay, yeah, try this. 2 of spades. Not very good. Alright, I think we leave then. I was trying to get a 2 of diamonds and then use that as leverage, but life goes on. We're going to be taking some time on this run. I think you should just accept that that's the way our life is going to go here. We're going to be spending probably longer than we'd like. By the way, if you're like, well, what's the difference between this and any other run where you use an orbital like Sack Dagger? The difference is that Sack Dagger does damage. Mom's Razor is just sort of like there. It's not a bad item, as I said earlier, but it's just not what we need right now. So I'm also doing like, ooh, okay. I'm doing like full exploration because you never know, dude. Could be a library up here if we get Satanic Bible, then, you know, even Book of Belial, which, you know, normally is kind of maybe a B-tier book ever since it doesn't give you a guaranteed deal with the devil anymore, is at least, like, hope. And hope is important for me right now, I think. Played a little better here through the back half, but sincerely, like, I just want you to keep in mind that on this run right now, we have what I would consider to be lower than the average base stats. And we're about to be entering the womb, so this is really like one of those, I wouldn't say it's a 1 out of 100 bad run, but it's like a 1 out of 20 bad run right now. Oh god. Oh god. We probably will want to, I didn't really think about the implications of picking up that Eternal Heart before I picked it up, but we'll probably want to leave this floor as soon as that Eternal Heart gets into danger, because sadly, on a run like this, 1 HP actually, like, really matters. So I do think that we should at least be thankful we're getting a little bit of a nice damage boost out of a couple of items that normally... Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, I'll take it. It's very risky, I'll admit, but we're getting a nice damage boost out of a couple of items that normally would not be worth all that much for us. Well, that's not completely fair. You know, Strange, not Strange Attractor, Mysterious Liquid is pretty good. And then on top of that, the Fire Mine plays, but Fire Mine is more dangerous than anything else. I don't think we're going to go to the boss trap room, or the mob trap room. I think we're happy to be leaving this floor, and we really, again, did not get that much better, but we have kind of kept the dream alive, at least. And boss rush, by the way, no chance. No chance of it happening here. So what do we do now? What's our, like, do we have a new plan, a new way forward? Yes, actually, and it's Bob's brain. Pretty much straight up. We're going to want to use Bob's brain as kind of our initiator. So on a room like this, it's a fucking nightmare. That was a great shot. I can't even be mad about that one. I would caution you. You might be saying, NL, why are you waiting so long to use Bob's brain? I'm not. This is my rate of fire combined with my terrible damage stat. It takes like 10 hits to kill any enemy. But I'm not losing hope. Even if we lose our deal with the devil on this floor, we still have avenues. Like, the worst case scenario is bad. But the worst case scenario still gives us an opportunity to try to give Data Miner a chance to redeem itself. Like, what we're looking for is take away my range to give me damage in any form. Rate of fire, the damage itself, etc. If they just didn't leave creep on the ground, we would be completely fine there. We ended up being completely fine regardless, but... Ugh. Important room. I was going to say, get a greed fight, because that's exactly what we need. Now, what I was going to say, perhaps obviously, was get a Spirit Heart and keep that deal with the Devil chance alive. But sure, you know, restock plus Steam Sale. It's a good combo. when we inevitably make it to the Hush fight in Fantasyland, I'll be really happy to have this combination. See, that was a joke because we're going far too slow to have a good chance at the Hush fight. I see you. I see you there. Please die so I don't have to use Bob's brain against you. Alges. Alges. Oh, okay. Alges. Alges, though. Bracano. So here's what you do. You take Pandora's Box, you don't use it yet, you use it on the Womb 1. Mask of Infamy is a fucking nightmare now. Remember I highlighted our speed as being pretty good earlier on this run? That hasn't really changed, but Mask of Infamy is a boss for whom you don't want to have pretty good speed. You want to have great speed. So we're going to have to... We did it. I actually can't believe it, but we did it. So we got him killed. And we got a Thame. It's not great, but considering the amount of damage we're taking and how high our luck stat is, we might be able to pivot this into actually being pretty good for us. But it doesn't give us what we wanted, which was an immediate kind of injection of not being so fucking cursed on this run, but it can have a bit more of like a long tail effect, I suppose. Now, actually, Bloody Penny is pretty good too. We're starting to build a foundation that we can be proud of. All right, now this is, I'm just going to call it right now, we're in Trainwreck territory. We can get out of Trainwreck territory, but for right now, we're in Trainwreck territory. And by that, I specifically and exclusively mean it's going to be hard for us to die, but we also deal next to no damage. So, again, it's not bad. That's the thing about a train wreck run, is that it sneaks up on you. You go, oh, we got all this awesome DP, or we got all this awesome defense. All we need to do is find DPS, but what do? Oh, when the DPS never comes. Then you have a 75-minute long Isaac run that ends up becoming, a modern classic of the genre, I hope. Actually, I wouldn't wish that on myself. I think that what we're really looking for is just to pick up anything that gives us a bead on improving our chances of killing enemies before they hit us. The train wreck runs, are wonderful for you and terrible for me. Which is, any video, as long as it's wonderful for you, is also great for me. But in the moment, it's the closest I get to real suffering. Alrighty. Just get wedged over there, please. Wedged over here. Okay, no, that's a Thame. That's a Thame. Beautiful. Okay, so maybe, again, with 4 luck, this might be the kind of run... Why are these rocks, like... So... They looked so dark to me that I was like, these are special rocks. I think I'm losing my mind on this run right now. This might be the kind of run where... First off, now that we've gotten Dry Baby, you know it's a train wreck run. No, this might be the kind of run where we can walk into enemies and do more damage and get more HP back that way. I wouldn't necessarily plan on that being our dominant strategy right now, but it is hard to ignore that that's one way that we could hurt the enemies as much as they're hurting us while still providing a benefit to ourselves as well. Lucky. Alright. So, Dry Baby's good. There's nothing wrong with a Dry Baby pickup. I don't really care on a room like this about landing Bob's brain. I just want it to either be landed or permanently missing, so we can get it out of our system. Basically, the bombs are coming fast and furious. I think Bomb Bag, like, a lot of my items, especially from, like, the Vanilla and the Rebirth days, they have a crystallized value in my head, Item X is worth X. Item Y is worth Y. You can tell just because of the name. Finger? It's okay, I guess. But an item like Bomb Bag, honestly, is kind of, like, coming up for me recently. Like, I feel like Bomb Bag, I might have disrespected... Or at least been like, oh, who cares? Now when I get Bomb Bag, especially on a bad run, it's actually pretty useful. Hey, I actually need those red hearts to give me a way forward here, so if you don't mind fucking off, that would be sweet. Guess we'll just do it more slowly here. Either way, more money. Key. No greed, please. Okay. We have a 3-cent item. That's pretty cheap. So we'll buy Hive Mind, even though I don't necessarily expect it to be useful. We'll buy Car Battery, absolutely. Ventricle Razor is good, but we want to keep Pandora's Box for now. But you know what? Why not buy it just to take it out of the system and get another item? And then I think we will go pretty hard here. So we'll buy King Baby. I don't think it's good, but we'll buy it. We'll buy the map for certain. Donation Machine is not going to be happy right now. Or soon, but I don't really care. There's Treasure Map. The Bible I will take, at least to get... we want these for the Blood Bank, by the way. We will take at least to get closer to the Bookworm transformation. And really, we're in a position right now where we can't afford to be making enemies. So, put the Bible down there. We get Diplopia. Diplopia doubles everything. And we'll get 4 times it. I don't really know, and I'm just going to admit that I don't really know how to use Diplopia properly right now in order to... There we go. In order to create the situation that I want. So I think I'm probably just going to pseudo-ignore the fact that it exists. Although we may buy it regardless. Okay, so we got up to 10 cents there. Because we certainly do not want Plan C. Like, we'll keep going hard on this. Maybe there will be something we want to double later. Like, oh, I want that. At least he's giving me Spirit Hearts. Spider Mod is fine. Red Candle. I mean, I know we talked about Red Candle being something that we wanted here. I don't know if that still holds true. I should have taken that, and I shouldn't have walked into that. That much is certain. But we'll at least take Red Candle and then pop it down here. Little Baggy we do not want, so I'll tell you what, we'll come back this way. And I will suggest that maybe Red Candle's the right choice here. Because what does Pandora's Box give us here? Well, with Car Battery, it might give us, 2 times 20 cents or whatever. So I kind of feel like you do this. You go Diplopia. You double Pandora's Box. And everything else. You grab Pandora's Box. Thanks for the spider, dude. Just makes things a lot easier up here. You use Pandora's Box to pick up a buttload of money. And of course, I want the red hearts out of this as well, but... Sure, you got me. And then you grab the other... Oh, you didn't really want the devil card, but you grab the other Pandora's Box card. You pop it. Okay, now we're at full HP, and Dark Bum, you can do whatever you want with the rest of this. Sick. Okay, so now we got that going for us. We can still buy items to get them out of the equation. So we'll buy, like, Plan C. Comes Box of Friends. We don't really want. Compass, we do want. The Compass, we do want. There we go. And what do we got in there? I can't even see it. It's Fanny Pack. Why not? Chaos. Extremely important. That's what I wanted more than anything else in here. We get BOGO Bombs. Okay. So what do? Well, this is where the run becomes a little shaky, right? This is where we break it. And I never thought I would see the day where this had to happen, but yeah, so be it. Like, I found myself in times of trouble. No, we definitely want Bloody Penny for now. And desperate times certainly call for desperate measures. Never forget that I didn't want to do this. The game forced my hand into this situation. So we will pick Shade. Cursed Eye I do not want. I don't really want Little Baggy, but I will take it in order to get Cursed Eye not part of our items here. I know I'm taking damage. We have a few Spirit Hearts back there that I'm absolutely content to give up. I'm also hoping that at some point the game just decides, hey, this guy's put in his fucking time. Maybe we should give him Blood Bag or IV Bag at least so he can get off the fucking horse. But alright. Little Baggy's gone. And then we get Book of Belial. Book of Belial might be worth taking. Friends till the end. Book of Belial might be worth taking. On the other hand, we may still want to take Red Candle. But we definitely want to take Book of Belial to get closer to Bookworm. And, this room it's getting quite cumbersome. I don't really like walking through all these items. There's a chance that things go wrong. I could accidentally use an item I don't want to use. Like Plan C, for example, if I just hit the spacebar, this whole run goes up in smoke. That's what I'm looking for from Fanny Pack. Okay, so we finally got Blood Bag. Honestly, the speed upgrade out of that is pretty important. We'll go for Book of Belial. I don't know how much deeper we're going to go here, because we're probably going to take Red Candle with us. Oh, I bought the fucking bombs. And I bought Cursed Eye. Oh! What is the item? Bomber Boy. Alright, for now, I think we're out, but we want to take Red Candle with us. Or Ventricle Razor, but... Sure. So, did we botch that? Yeah, to some extent we botched that. I'm a little surprised at the lack of quality of items we got after all that, but... You know what? I think we did our part. We certainly, you know, did a lot of damage to our donation machine. We got Red Candle. We got a lot of items. Like, we got full mapping as long as we don't have a curse. So, that's going to look nice starting on the next floor. Run still is, like, really mega bad. Which I think is just a testament to how bad it was prior to this, but... At least we got a little bit more of a leg up on the situation now. It sucks we won't be able to make it to the Hush fight, but again, it's kind of like, you know, you gotta choose your battles, right? Like, on this run, just winning would be an accomplishment. I think, at least. We could go back and pick up Book of Belial. I'm gonna abstain, just because that shop gives me fucking nightmares. And I'm actually really happy to have Red Candle. But I'd love some way to just ruin our tears, so we never have to use our tears again. I guess we should go back to our shop. Like, I would love to just get Mom's Knife or something like that, which is obvious, you always would, but... Like, for real in this circumstance, that would be great. Alright, you know what? They gave me the quarter. I think I would be pretty foolish if I didn't come back here. We got 41 cents now. That's like, basically 6 items. To pass up 6 free items is not intelligent. So we will get the Book of Belial. We will buy HP, even though it's unnecessary. It works us through this. We'll get Black Lotus. We'll get Contract from Below. We got one more item. Do we want Bomber Boy or Mom's Pearls? Let's take Mom's Pearls. And then we got Possess Tears. Yeah, okay. We'll invest a little in getting those. Then we got Science. Just gonna abstain from that. But now we have piercing shots, and our piercing shots are going to do double damage, which means after a shot passes through an enemy, it will do almost as much damage as I would expect to do on a random average run on the caves. So we're really, you know, the run's coming up right now. Now, keep in mind, like, the principal worry I have right now is a complete inability to beat difficult boss fights because we'll teleport. We made it through that one. We'll take the Polaroid. And we're starting to at least get some sea legs underneath us here. We got map plus compass. We're going to mainline the shit out of this run. I have no interest in doing any rooms that are even mildly difficult. And honestly, we've earned not having to do those rooms. Don't even get me started on this. I'm just happy we made it through. My brain was a little bit broken halfway through that and still made it happen. So, liking our setup right now because we certainly have the opportunity to make Dark Bum earn its paycheck today. Relax is fairly irrelevant. This room I just don't do. This is like, you know, I've done my time in Isaac. I don't need to do that room anymore. I've eaten enough shit on that room for one lifetime. Now this is an important floor for us. We have a 2/3 deal with the devil chance, which is incredibly valuable for us right now. Mostly any fucking DPS. Please God. It would change my life. The other thing, though, There is a small chance. We already have Hive Mind. You could give me the Guppy transformation and nobody would be the wiser, game. Just think about it. I don't want to shoot because I don't want to teleport. Just, yeah, go ahead and hit me. We have Chaos, right, so I forgot. We can just get items anywhere. So Succubus is really good to get to start with. And at least... Wow. At least that'll give us a damage... A passive way to deal damage that we don't need to be there for. So I am happy with that. There is a Tinted Rock back here as well. You just played into my hand, game. You forgot that I'm so unobservant that it's actually beneficial for me to have to go through these rooms a second time. That was horrible. But we're back to full HP. Don't really want to talk about the fact that inside of the deal with the devil we had, you know, Mom's heals. I'm not really looking for a Mom transformation, because that would be stupid. Or at least not worth much. And then that battery charge. Man, if only we still had Data Miner, we could have made something amazing happen there. So this is Succubus. Just like, it's time to shine. All we need to do is stand back and make sure we don't accidentally teleport. Although, teleport could push us into a good spot here. And I'm using keys, even though I do, you know, want to go to the chest. What do we got? Lust. I like this, actually. Excuse me. Excuse me. I like the fact that we have a Lust fight here. Because the virus, which we did not get, would have been amazing. Why amazing? Well, because we already have a Thame, so being able to, ooh, careful. Being able to hit, or get hit by enemies, get a Thame to pop, get the virus to pop, you know, run into enemies, especially if we can ever get permanent pull or invincibility. We got some good stuff going for us. You might hate Blue Baby's only friend, but goddamn it, you better respect it. This is an item that we borderline need to have at this point. Oh my god, look at the speed at which we're killing enemies now. Blue Baby's only friend is the Ludo tier that we never knew we always wanted. Thanks to BFF, it's doing a ton of damage. It's aimable. It doesn't necessarily compromise Cursed Eye and give us the chance to teleport as long as an enemy stays relatively still. We can maintain 0 charge or a full charge. This actually probably just won us the game by itself. And it's sad that it took this, but... Man. So that's, if you're looking for my review of Data Miner, well, I'd give it approximately a negative 1,000 out of 10. Why is that? Well, first off, reused sprite. Secondly, basically ruined our entire run just by using it twice. So, probably gonna keep that one in the do not touch ever pile as we head up to the cathedral here. And quite honestly, just thank our lucky stars that Chaos allowed us to win the run, basically, by giving us Blue Baby's only friend. An item that continually, in my opinion, gets a little bit less respect than it deserves. Sure, dude. Cost me a spirit heart, but I became more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Now, you know, I try to keep... try to stay positive about things. I think I have stayed somewhat positive on this run. You might think that, you know, I was being a little bit ornery, but I think I had cause to be, for sure. But beyond that, like, at least in terms of our play, I stayed upbeat. Like, there were definitely some times where I was looking at the stats, and I was looking at the way things were going, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna lose this run. Like, and I don't think there's a whole hell of a lot we can do about it. Especially when we started doing, like, you know, chaos and milling the item, or milling the shop for every single item that can possibly exist in the game, and then we were still, like, not really crushing it. It's like, we're going to lose. Like, there's not really that much we can do about it at this point. But, you know, Isaac oftentimes is just about living until the game gives you something that you need to thrive. You survive until you thrive, and in this run, it ended up being Blue Baby's only friend. Of all the possible items, I think that really the only reason that it feels like such a breath of fresh air is honestly because our damage has been so bad, and also our damage has caused us to take damage, and also, you know, our damage has caused us to teleport. That really, All of that working together has just contributed, so Blue Baby's only friend is an unbelievable breath of fresh air. So we get Acid Baby, we get Breakfast, we get Blue Candle. What's better, Blue Candle or Red Candle? I don't know. We've used Red Candle, we've used Red Candle for a while. Let's take Blue Candle. One of them, like, breaks enemy bullets or something. Can't remember. Either way, we're going to predominantly use Blue Baby's only friend up here. The finger is still doing good work for us, by the way. Like, as long as we keep ourselves pointed in the direction that there's enemies, it at least is hurting them. It's not hurting them a lot. Like, I'm not prioritizing it by any means, but you know, you see those times 50s, or not times 50s. You see those like 50 damage indicators coming out from Blue Baby's only friend? Whenever you see an 8 in there, that's me. That's me pointing the finger at an enemy. There's the virus, so that's important. Bombs are key. Why not? We're probably not going to need 36 keys, but I like to have one key for every chamber of the Wu-Tang Clan's most famous album. Still got a long way to go on this run. And this room is like the perfect example for why I am never... Yeah. I'm never going to try to maintain like a half charge. We're just pretty much exclusive... Yep, because of that. I was going to say, we're pretty much exclusively going to use Blue Baby's only friend. Maybe I've gotten overly cocky on this run and we still are not set, but... I don't know, I kind of feel like we should be. We should be set. And fuck that, we should be cocky. We lived through hell, man. Did you see that second XL floor? That was a goddamn nightmare. Actually, Lemon Party was pretty good. Should have saved that. Alright, so double adversary. Basically, this is just about not teleporting. Doesn't even really matter if we take a few hits, as long as we don't teleport. I don't even know what teleported us there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it was our hive mind shots. That sucks. That sucks real bad. Just get one of them killed. There we go. Now that we got one killed, other guys should be soon to follow. Don't even mess about with anything but Blue Baby's only friend and maybe the occasional Bob's brain, you know? So we got Mystery Sack. Mystery Sack is fine. Hopefully that's the... How in the world did we not get hit for so long there? Hopefully that room's about as tough as it gets for the near future here. Wow, I can't believe that even after all of that, this run is proving a little difficult. Shade is actually doing work for us here. Come on. Something in there took 3,000 damage, and his health bar didn't move. Not mad, just disappointed. So this is another room that has the potential to be pretty annoying. Just trying to keep, like, Blue Baby's only friend is kind of hard to keep track of, but at least gonna keep moving around here. Once we get down to, like, our final enemies, that's when we can feel pretty good about throwing in like a Blue Candle play or something. I don't think we need that. We'll pick that up, you know, on attempt number 400 if we continue to get teleported out of the Blue Baby fight or something. But honestly, on the Blue Baby fight, I think we should just park Blue Baby's only friend on top of the boss and refuse to move. All fucking right. Dark Crown is worthless, Goat Head is worthless, but this pseudo train wreck of a run has almost parked it in the fucking station, and I'm so happy, because dear God, there were some times that this run didn't look like it was gonna be altogether that doable. Oh, and from now on, February 16th will be the world's Independence Day. Yes, that was me trying to paraphrase President Bill Pullman's speech from Independence Day. The systematically overrated 1995 drama. Sci-fi nonsense. Anyway, here we go. We did it. Amazing. Let's never do that again. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.